when it comes to relationships, dating, and marriage practices around the world, we have an ongoing question that women ask themselves, and now they're starting to ask men. Well, I like to dive in there. Welcome to the Foundation for Elevation Station. My name is Leon Meredith, and I don't have any credentials, but I go tit for tat with the best of them. And I don't need the ear candy, all the big words, and that we use to mystify the listener, to give them a lot of psychobabble. I make it easy enough so our teenagers can digest it, understand it, and move forward in creating a foundation to proper dating and relationship practices that lead to beautiful marriages. Because it's time we get more harmonious vibrations to uplift our community and whole. And without further ado, it's two reasons that lead most men to cheat as they cheat. Now, a lot of ladies are going to immediately, because based on your feelings and emotions, run to try to direct a finger to point at, well, men do this and men do that. Well, that's why I love this atmosphere. It's no back and forth to create us taking us away from dissecting the mirror, which is viewing ourselves. This is something that I have no problem with, just viewing what it is about myself, regardless of any outside circumstances. They say other people are not the problem, that they come and irritate you. We all heard it. If someone comes and curses you out, it's on you to handle it accordingly. No one forces you to act a jackass in return. You can act with class. You can act whichever way you want. But if you choose to match that type of energy, no one made you do it. So I think a lot of women miss this point when we talk in this male and female perspective. It's, if you're going to attack it logically and with reason, it's no reason to be combative with the conversation. Let's deal with why men cheat. And maybe you'll understand why most of our successful men go after ladies from other communities. So, if I were you ladies, especially you ladies that's well off, I would tune in, because this is simplified and powerful. Two reasons. Number one is testosterone. Yeah, ladies, that's the hormone. That's the opposite of your estrogen. Testosterone is what gives men different levels of strength, because each and every man doesn't have the same amount of testosterone flowing through him. Increased testosterone is hereditary, and how a man builds it and lives his life. How does he activate his mental? How does he exercise? How does he eat? All of these things will not only increase your levels of testosterone, it will lengthen your life, so that after the age of 40, a man testosterone starts to decrease at the minimum of 1% per year. It could be 2, it could be 5% decrease, but it's definitely going to be at least 1% decrease after the age of 40. Some men are blessed, like me. My testosterone, and I'm not here for that, but wow, I am amazing, I swear. Testosterone gives men a sexual desire, a rush of urge. This happens periodically for most men. Ladies, for most men, this urge is uncontrollable. Not saying that we like, well, we close to it. A mindless zombie, like, oh man, I want to hit. Oh wow, look at that. It's like most men are like that, because the building of the will and character is not built into our culture. It's not built into our families to practice semen retention. It is not built into our young men. Ladies, how do you, with all of you single mothers, how do you walk and take down the perspectives from other men that's talking on how to give it to your young children, your sons, on how to have penis discipline, on how to work the mechanisms so that you can build this will by the time you even 15, 13, you are able to build such a level of control of your manhood that you will be a capable king for a woman. Oh, I'm getting hot now. See, a lot of ladies, they don't want to point the blame at the man being excommunicated from the household. We can blame it on what we want. But for all the young men that's out there, they don't have a male representation to teach them this type of discipline, when most men don't even understand the components or the methods to get them there. I do, and a lot of it's to blame to me, but I'm gonna get there. I put it all on my other channel, but I'll put this on YouTube, InstaFace also. See, that's what it takes for a solid man that's becoming a king to get a certain degree of discipline about his sexual desires that derive from his testosterone. See, it all goes back into the number 2 reason men cheat. And this is the overwhelming one. Because even if a man has so much testosterone, if a woman handles her business sexually, he would not want to, or he would be tapped out from his levels of high testosterone all the time. He wouldn't have that type of inclination to go try to perform. In his mind, if a woman, this is just the truth. If you learn how to role play, or ladies, listen to me, ladies. Close your eyes. If you don't mind, close your eyes, my ladies. Think about it. Think about when you hear a man's voice and what it does to your brain, your spinal column. Keep your eyes closed, my ladies, because mine's are. Think about what a confident, reassuring voice of a masculine man does for your existence. Think about how good it feels on your brain, the back of your head. Listen, just tell your man to talking to you and talk. Listen to this. Maybe my voice does it for you. Close your eyes one more time. What does a sensual, masculine, confident voice do for your psychological being? You can open your eyes. Because what a woman brings to a man's existence has to be so beautiful on a daily basis, it takes away the will for a man to seek another woman. Maybe I'm rare. I don't know. I had some beautiful women in my life that, I don't know, I just unconsciously picked women that produced a certain love, that vibration, the way you talk and cared for me, that it held me back from seeking outside sexual escapades. The number two reason men cheat is because of lazy lovers. So many ladies have become, you know, not too physically attractive, not so like your ability to perform and jolt your body and do certain things in a fit type of athletic way. This is not a good thing for men, and this is one of the things that lead men to go find other escapades. Ladies, don't just throw this out or find an angle to argue. Just put it on the lab, put it on the petri dish, put your microscope over it and just examine it. That's it. It's not about an argue. It's not about a finger trying to point at you. It's about, here's some information from a solid black man. Put it on your petri dish under the microscope. Look at it. Then go to the mirror and think like, man, I kind of don't perform well. Like, you got to examine it all. Like the tightness of your vajayjay. Like, is it able to pulsate? Like, a lot of men be happy to just get some vajayjay. So you can't even ask them oh, how is it? Because they don't care if you just lay there or you just laid out and you just give him the grandma little sexual experience, granny. Like this is why? Like why does why do so many ladies ignore that you're not putting forth a memorable like time? And that ain't my question, because most men don't even know, and they so happy to just get a little bit of penetration and they good. Or just bend over. Or just let me, and they so in a rush. And so many people in our community, we don't know how to do it. I hope a day I can, I don't know. We need to learn. I'm gonna leave it right there. We need to learn. And that's why I know when I go sexually, they give approval. Sometimes it's I'm blessed from God and my family lineage. I don't know, it's from both sides or whatever, but it's something happens even just from the sex. When I have sex, it's multiple things. It's not just technique and rhythm, and it's some kinetic ability. I have something, and I'm thankful, but I know that with time, people can learn. Like a lot of times it takes, a couple sips of alcohol or whatever you have to unleash the ability to practice techniques that may seem uncomfortable, but they will unleash higher levels of pleasure and intimacy that will have your mate, ladies, thinking about you at work all day like, man. And it doesn't matter how consecutive it is, because men, we are able to go like most women are not like that. That's why men can have so many children. It ain't like why, but it's a similar concept. Like men just is ready often, and ladies can do more to figure out how to please your man. I don't care what hand stimulation, whatever it is, find better techniques, better rhythm, better way you speak to soothe and entice and inspire him. I think I hit on both of these 2 points, which are pivotal points in what's going on in our relationships. And I know that, it's kind of tough for ladies to do this because you're dating multiple men and it's hard to, put forth the effort multiple times a week to really fulfill a man, because it takes energy to be, hey, how you doing, King? Or Daddy, come on over here. Let's sit down for a minute. Hey, I'm so glad to see you. And let me touch on you. Oh, you're just such a man. See, all these things are components to satisfying a man, as a lot of things that men do naturally satisfy ladies. But it just goes over so many ladies' heads because the finances. But when men come up to you and say, hey, how you doing, my lady? Oh man, you looking good in that dress. All of these compliments are doing a magical thing in your mind, and it. Not saying each and every man, it depends on if you liking him. But if it's your mate, these things, and you like him, even if you just met him, it fulfills you. Think about it, ladies. When do you fulfill a man verbally? Like, think about it. What is your voice tone? What words are you saying that actually fills him up on a daily basis? Lazy lovers, man. Too many lazy lovers, man. Get your shit right, women. Talking about, that's why the real men that get that money, CEOs, athletes, they go somewhere else. Learn this shit. I love you. Get your ass to work.